vidéo YouTube, j'espère que tu vas bien. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes de retour YouTube depuis un long moment, parce que j'ai un peu la flemme de faire des vidéos. Mais aujourd'hui, nous sommes de retour sur le Indie World de- du, du 15 décembre 2021. Voilà. Ça va commencer les gens. C'est parti. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouais! Oh, pays, ça commence déjà. On va voir si... Voilà, on va vous mettre l'audio. Ouais! Ok. Indie World. Mes attentes sont Full Time, Fall
And
Guys
welcome to Indie
et
World. I'm Amber.
un autre jeu, Genshin Impact.
We're back to show you some indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Let's dive right in.
On va essayer de vous mettre la capture de fenêtre. Voilà. Sea of Souls.
Fans of classic RPGs with modernized elements will want to check out Sea of Stars. It tells the story of two children of the solstice, a lunar monk and a solar blade
Ouais,
dancer.
alors.
They must combine the powers of the sun and the moon to perform eclipse magic, the only thing that can fend off monsters created by an evil alchemist known as the Fleshmancer.
Fluid and engaging turn-based combat. Stunning dynamic lighting. A world where you can traverse freely and
Alors c'est pas un jeu que j'attends mais bon.
And that's just scratching
Ça peut aller quoi.
Not to mention the
Ouais,
incredibly
je
moving
suis dans le
story
jeu.
with plenty of
Salut.
twists and turns. It's also set in the same universe as The Messenger.
Oui, je suis dans le jeu.
But don't worry, you don't need to have played The Messenger
Alors.
to fully enjoy this gorgeous game.
J'ai pas le retour, j'ai pas ma Switch à côté de moi.
Some music was composed by none other than the renowned
Je suis rendu aller chercher ma Switch.
who composed music for Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and
Ah,
Xenoblade Chronicles
Xenoblade
2.
Chronicles 2. Ça c'est
Sea of
intéressant.
Stars launches on Nintendo Switch, winter 2022.
C'est pas un jeu qui m'intéresse mais bon. Voilà. J'ai tellement envie d'un jeu, tu vois, c'est pour ça que je fais des petits trucs avec mon VTuber là. Va, je coule. Allez. Holy show. Holy shit.
嗨，我是 Nate。
Nate et Ozma.
很高兴有机会带来这个
Underscore.
阿丽莎。
Aisha.
Aisha 与丽夏的冒险旅程，可以让我们重新体验到人生当中会面临到许多痛苦的选择，这也是我们创作阿丽夏的初衷。
希望你可以开始寻找你的伙伴，因为阿丽莎接下来会在机上与大家见面。利用独特的操作玩法，我们也预期可以为你与伙伴
Ah, je pense qu'au côté fait pas beaucoup du son.
我们随时上见吧，拜。
Voilà, c'est peut-être ça. Comme ça.
There's plenty to admire in this puzzle adventure game. For twin sisters Aisha and Lisha, cooperation is key in safely navigating this deserted temple.
Voilà.
The game makes creative use of the various input
Faites
options
comme ça.
available on Nintendo Switch. Each sister is controlled differently, and you can control both via solo or local co-op play. With Aisha, you'll use motion controls with Joy-Con controllers in TV mode, and with Lisha, you'll use touch controls to guide the helper robot Ambu in handheld mode.
However you choose to play, you'll need the sisters to work together by exchanging clues and operating devices that can help you go deeper inside the temple. But be careful, it's filled with all sorts of menacing monsters and treacherous traps, some of which can trigger different endings. The heartfelt, overlapping music when playing with a friend, coupled with the emotional story, will complement your journey to uncover the secrets residing within.
Alicia, the Oblivion of Twin Goddesses, launches as a console
Ok,
exclusive on Nintendo
on n'a pas de
Switch
vidéo pour l'instant,
spring
mais ça devrait peut-être
2023.
arriver.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe. We're two brothers who started our own indie studio in order to make a classic point-and-click adventure game. Today, we're excited to announce our
Locomotive!
Locomotive.
Set aboard a 1930s express train, you find yourself caught in the middle of a deadly mystery.
Quel-
Twists, turns, and larger than life characters.
Quel jeu!
Soul-satisfying puzzles.
Non mais
clear
je connais
names.
pas, mais en fait,
We
quel
both grew up
titre de
playing
jeu!
point-and-click adventure games. It's been a long-term
Locomotive!
ambition for us to put our own spin on it.
We can't wait for you to play Locomotive when it comes to the Nintendo Switch system.
Welcome aboard the Royce Express, where my guests indulge in luxury travel, fine dining, and murder. Well then, who's at hand to catch my killer?
Ça, ça peut être intéressant.
A lawyer, a would-be detective, and Her Majesty's Secret Service. There's just one problem. They're the suspects. With puzzles to solve, palms to grease.
Ah, un jeu Sherlock Holmes.
They'd better prove their innocence fast, or it's the end of the line in an adventure that's not just nuts. It's Locomotive!
Ça fait mal. Ça fait très mal.
Ooh, I do love me a good murder mystery.
Then you'll love Locomotive, a single-player point-and-click comedy adventure. Climb aboard the Royce Express and investigate the suspicious death.
Ça, c'est le mec quand il frappe sur la table. Alors, tu vas me dire ce que t'as fait aujourd'hui? J'ai dessiné, monsieur. C'est bien. Allez, tu te casses.
Different points in the story. Along the way, you'll meet a fully voiced cast of quirky characters and solve head-scratching puzzles to prove your innocence. Figure out who'd done it and what locomotive inspired them to murder in the first place. Locomotive steamrolls onto Nintendo
Locomotive.
Switch Summer 2022.
Pardon. Pétez vos oreilles.
Dama, wake up. It's almost 1 p.m., you sleepyhead. Your friends are waiting for you. Come on.
Un jeu d'amour style manga. C'est peut-être un truc à voir. Peut-être un jeu acheter ça.
I miss you too, Dama. But you need to live your life.
Ça, je vais peut-être le mettre de côté.
On behalf of the Pixelnesia team from Indonesia, I'm proud to announce our upcoming game, After Love EP. After Love EP is a modern-day story of music, loss, acceptance, loving others as well as yourself. While the game is heavily inspired by the aesthetic and storytelling format of the Japanese manga, the game itself is set in Jakarta. We want players to experience this vibrant place we call home, which is also considered as the melting pot of the multicultural people of Indonesia. We cannot wait to let you experience our unique narrative adventure and explore our interpretation of Jakarta.
From the creative director of What Comes After and Coffee Talk comes a stirring narrative about love, loss, and lyricism. Set in Jakarta, Indonesia, After Love EP focuses on young musician Rama, who struggles to compose music after his girlfriend Cinta passes away. By communicating with Cinta's voice inside his head, Rama will learn how to cope with grief, forge new relationships, and even potentially...
Désolé si ça avait bugué, c'est parce que mon Discord s'est
A
lancé.
mixtape of visual novel, rhythm game, and narrative adventure, After Love EP challenges you to complete an EP of music to fulfill a promise made to Cinta. There are multiple endings based on the choices you make, as well as an original soundtrack from Indonesian band Alfalfa, and striking art direction from Soyatu.
Start anew in After Love EP launching on Nintendo Switch summer 2022.
Ça me hype pas du tout, les gars.
I'm hungry. I could go for a snack.
Non,
or for
pas
some
du tout.
dungeon munchies.
Then this 2D side-scrolling action platformer should definitely satisfy your craving. You are dead. Well, you were dead, and now you've been revived in a mysterious underground facility. But forget hanging around here. You've got to get out.
With the help of the undead necrochef Simmer, you'll hunt down monsters, then cook and eat them. There are around 100 dishes that provide various abilities. One dish, for example, might give you the power to serve up new combos.
So you are what you eat.
Literally, this game is a great place to get locally sourced and farm-fresh monsters. So mix and match to get the right meal for your playstyle. And let's not forget the eclectic cast of characters, hilarious side-splitting story, and charming 2D pixel art. Better bring a voracious appetite.
Non, les gars, ça me hype
Dungeon
pas.
Munchies devours its way onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Hej med jer. Jeg hedder Niels. Jeg er spilinstruktør og lyddesigner hos Bedtime Games. Jeg har lavet spilmusik i over 10 år. Vores kommende spil, Figment 2, er fyldt med masser af musical boss fights og andre lydlæggerier. For at få mest punchy lyde har jeg været ude ved træsvær og smadret på havegriller og kaffekander. Musikken i Figment indordner sig efter dig. Vi har brugt rigtig meget energi på at få lyd, musik og gameplay til at spille sammen. Og vi glæder os rigtig meget til at vise jer spillet. I'm coming back to the surface. I need time to make things right. So hey, what that guy? Soon comes the day, and there are sights you must see to believe them.
We're already on to the next segment?
Yep, this isn't a figment of your imagination.
Oh, very funny. In this musical puzzle adventure game, you'll make your way through a rhythmic world set in the human mind. Unfortunately, nightmares are spreading chaos everywhere. It's up to you to put an end to their fearsome schemes. Play solo or locally with a friend as you wield your trusty sword in engaging combat. Manipulate environments to solve compelling puzzles, and have symphonic showdowns against some musically menacing bosses.
That sounds like trouble. Or trouble.
Ugh. Figment 2
Pardon les
Creed
gars, c'est
Valley
juste
begins
pour
its
voir.
symphony on Nintendo Switch February 2022. A free demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Deep sea diving? Check. Investing? Check. Drawing? Check.
Putain, ils vont faire tous les jeux, les gars. Ils ont mis Uno, ils ont mis 51 pour le game. Attends, ils vont mettre ça. Oink Games.
Go on thrilling and risky treasure hunts.
Bruit de cochon,
Deep
je
sea adventure. Become the biggest investor in startups. Catch the sketchy rogue and don't get caught in A Fake Artist Goes to New York. And recover supplies with your fellow astronauts to survive in Moon Adventure. The games are designed to be easy to understand. They also capture and recreate the feel of their original tabletop versions.
You can play all the games, locally and online, so you can play with friends near and far. Get together and play on one system, or create a room with friends. More games will also be added in the future.
Start a game night with Let's Play Oink Games, launching as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch today.
Hi, I'm Javier, CEO and programmer at Hero Beat Studios.
Hi, I'm Iris. I'm working as an environment artist for our upcoming title, Endling Extinction is Forever.
We wanted to create a game that raises awareness about how the world may be in the near future if we don't change our consumption habits.
The environment is mainly presented during night, since we want to emphasize a fox's natural behavior and contrast a calm but deteriorating world and human threats during the day.
We hope that Endling may encourage everyone to reflect, but also that players around the world can enjoy its story, gameplay, and cuteness.
As the last mother fox in Endling Extinction is Forever, you'll need to keep your 3 cubs alive and lead them to safety in a world ravaged by humanity.
In this game blending stealth,
C'est pas intéressant ce
survival, and
jeu.
adventure, you'll make your way through devastated environments to reach the one place
Ce jeu, ça me hype pas du tout.
Along the way, you'll hunt other
C'est long.
animals to feed your cubs, as well
Il
as
reste
teach
4
them new
minutes les gars.
skills to make them less
On va
vulnerable
voir
to
quel
predators.
gros jeu ils vont sortir.
I really hope they make it.
I do too. But in the end, how
Je
many
dis, ils vont faire un truc comme à la fin, comme la dernière fois avec Among Us.
Endling, Extinction is Forever, launches on Nintendo Switch.
Les jeux indés sont pas très, pas très intéressants, mais bon.
Here's more info about the skateboarding action platformer Ollie Ollie World from our friends at Roll7 and Private Division.
Far across the Ollie Ollie world is Radlandia.
Oli Oli World.
Forged by the skate gods. Join your crew and travel across our beautiful land. Wall ride among the trees. Forge new paths through the desert. Or cross moving platforms and picturesque sketch
Pardon.
sites. You'll see some weird stuff along the way. But don't worry, that's just part of your journey to Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Compete with champions, challenging each other's skills to win rewards, and create new routes to share with your friends. So come shred by the sea, chase a bee, meet a tree, get on down to Radlandia, and achieve
Ça aussi, ça a l'air bien.
Nirvana.
Oli Oli World.
Bonus items. Oh, nice. Get me some of those.
Ollie Ollie World rolls onto Nintendo Switch February 8th, 2022.
Peut-être un bon jeu.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
À 20h du soir.
Hi, I'm Banner Rudis, director of River City Girls 2.
And I'm Colleen Fannin, producer of River City Girls 2.
Putain, c'est les créateurs de
I've been
Shantae.
a River City fan since the days of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in fact, this is the 3rd River City game I've worked on. So I'm thrilled to bring you an all-new adventure starring Misako, Kyoko, Kunio, and Ricky.
We were blown away by the response to the first River City Girls. So, for the sequel, we're including everything players loved about the original, plus a whole lot more, including online co-op.
We're working really hard to get this game into your hands as soon as possible. In the meantime, please enjoy our
Ceci est
wave
très
of
intéressant.
River City Girls 2.
Peut-être la musique copyright. Voilà, vous l'entendez plus.
More baddies to take down? Let's go!
Voilà les gens, il n'y a plus de musique copyright. C'est mieux. YouTube il aime pas ça.
Once again in River City, with higher stakes, meaner streets, and even more over-the-top humor. Take control of one of 6 characters.
Oh les gars, il reste une minute. Je suis deg.
Yoko and Misako. Each character has their own fighting style and upgradable movesets, which you'll need as you set off on a new quest, picking up where the first game left off.
And when we say new, we mean it. New moves, enemies, areas, items, and a new soundtrack by the first game's composer, Megan McDuffie. Not to mention branching paths, as well as a return of a familiar foe. Get the fists flying solo, or team up with a friend, locally or online. What do you say, Paul? Ready to give some goons the old 1-2?
Oh, heck yeah!
River City Girls 2 punches its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2022. We've got several more innovative indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. From painting the world to a management sim, dinosaurs.
Un dinosaure.
Enjoy.
Oh, je croyais que c'était Jurassic Park. Ah mais je pense qu'il y est déjà. Parcosaurus. Ouais. You got some trash. Tu as comme quelques déchets. Wow, c'est quoi ce jeu? Baby Soul. Oh, Metroid plagiat. C'est bon, on a trouvé le plagiat de Metroid. Ah, les jeux sont pas très intéressants, moi. Behind the Flame. Derrière le 4. Les plus beaux paysages.
That's all for today's Indie World. Or not. We've got one more game.
Oh,
Check it out.
oh, oh. Omiri. Omiri? Omori. J'avais trouvé le nom. Omori.
The critically acclaimed RPG story is making its
Il nous avait trollé.
Nintendo Switch.
Travel back and forth between two strange and vibrant worlds, each one brimming with colorful friends and
Let's go.
discover a forgotten past. You'll experience an unconventional story and turn-based battle system, supplemented by warm illustrations by renowned artists
Putain, les gars, si vous avez pas joué à ce jeu, c'est Undertale. C'est tellement Undertale en version dessin.
So be prepared. It's quite the journey.
Let's go.
Story launches on Nintendo Switch spring 2022.
Oh là là, let's go.
And that's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the lineup of games in today's showcase.
As always, we'd like to thank everyone in the indie community working on games for Nintendo Switch. And thank you for watching.
Until next
Oh,
time.
mais merde, de rien, les gars. Bon, les gars, quelle est ma réaction sur ce Indie World? Alors, pas très intéressant, faut que je le dise. Bon, il y a certains jeux qui sont sortis du lot, mais bon, comme Omori, ils nous ont bien trollé, hein, les gars. Le live, le live a terminé à 18h24. Il nous a bien trollé. Mais Omori qui sort bien du lot. Parce que il est génial ce jeu. Et voilà. Il y a d'autres jeux, mais peut-être que je les prends, je sais pas. Bon. Bon, ben, salut YouTube, j'espère que tu as passé une bonne vidéo réaction, hein.